Yo, what's up YouTube? Dragothien Gaming coming back with another Rise of Kingdoms video, and today we are now jumping into the Mightiest Governor portion of our commander overviews. We're almost done with this. Yes, so we are on our last portion of our commander overviews, which are going to now be featuring the Mightiest Governor commanders. And I think I slipped and did Attila by accident, card up in the top if you guys want to check out my Attila commander overview video. So I slipped before and I launched Attila. So since he's done already, we're going to jump into the next cavalry commander and what you would have gotten in a regular Mightiest Governor cycle. And that is our man, Mr. Chandragupta Maurya. So Chandra is the Lord of the Peacocks. He is a cavalry conquering and skill damage commander. Anytime I see the conquering tree, I always like it because you're going to automatically go for Buckler Shield, which is going to give you 9% reduced counterattack damage taken. And if you pair that up with something like a Delane's Amulet, now you have 14%. That is very comparative to a commander who is another MGE cavalry commander in Mr. Saladin, where he's giving you 20%. So conquering tree, always good, always beneficial for that. And then skill damage. So as with all of our commander overview videos, we're going to go over the skill descriptions, tell you what we like and don't like about them, probably throw in some commander pairings and stuff like that here and there. But the ultimate test and determination is at the end of the video, where we deem, is this commander season of conquest worthy. So without further ado, let's jump into his skills. First skill, Hidden Moon. Troops led by this commander, this is rage requirement 1000. Troops led by this commander gain 40% increased damage for 3 seconds. At the same time, they gain 1 stack of Blessed for 10 seconds. Blessed can stack up to 3 times. 40% damage bonuses, very nice. Only for 3 seconds, so that means that you are going to get the secondary commander's skill to fire off while this is active. So the 40% damage boost is going to increase your secondary commander's skill damage, which is very nice. And then we'll get a little bit more into these blessed and blessings in later skills. Second skill, Royal Elephant Brigade. When attacking cities or strongholds, troops led by this commander take 10% reduced damage and gain a stack of blessed after using the Hidden Moon skill, which is the active skill. So after using the active skill, you're going to gain 1 stack of blessed and then another stack of blessed on Royal Elephant Brigade. So now you're going to have 2 stacks of blessed just for proccing your active skill. Now for this skill in itself, the damage reduction is very nice. Rallies, if you're swarming a city, damage taken reduction, that's very high on my priority list of skills that I want to chase. So this is definitely something, although it is conditional to, again, rallying or attacking a city or stronghold, I think it is still very good to have. Third skill, Artha Shastra. When all this commander's troops are cavalry, health is increased by 20% and each attack has a 50% chance to add a stack of exhaust to the target, reducing their health by 5% and their defense by 5%. Each stack lasts 5 seconds and can stack up to 3 times. So you're talking about 15% decreased health and defense for the enemy target. And if you are consisting of all cavalry units, you're going to get a 20% health boost, which is very nice. I think Chandra is the only commander besides Jadwiga of the cavalry tree who is giving you health. So that is very nice. That is kind of, that 20% is kind of the reason why I dumped some sculpts into him. But let's continue on and see some other really nice things about Chandra. Fourth skill, last for the expertise, damage taken from cavalry is reduced by 5%. After using an active skill, all troops' march speed is increased by 25% for 3 seconds. Meanwhile, all stacks of blessed are removed and damage is dealt to the target based on the number of stacks removed. So if we go up over here, blessings can stack up to 3 times as stated by the active skill Hidden Moon. If we go back over here, you can get a direct damage factor of 500 times the number of stacks. So you're going to have 1500 damage factor, which is okay. It's nothing to really go crazy about. but there is a little bit of a boost coming up as well. Damage from cavalry reduces, again, very nice. I mean, if someone's hitting you and they have cavalry units and less damage, cool. You want that. And then this march speed bonus, this is really cool. This is another reason why I actually went ahead and invested into Chandragupta, and I'll tell you my reasonings for doing so as well. Next, the expertise is going to be Maurya's Might. The blessed effect can stack up to 4 times. So now you're talking about a damage factor that was at 1500 tops due to the stacks. Now you're talking about a 2000 damage factor nuke to hit. While in Alliance territory, each attack has a 50% chance to gain 1 stack of Blessed. Outside of Alliance territory, each attack has a 50% chance to gain 2 stacks of Blessed. This effect can only trigger once every 5 seconds. So this is pretty much kind of just telling you a little bit that it's better to fight with Chandra not on territory, because you're going to have the ability to gain more stacks of Blessed as opposed to if you were fighting on your territory. The blessings are a little sus, honestly, to me. I feel like I really don't see these big skill damage numbers when I'm using Chandra. I think there are some other utility things that take into effect with Chandra, and I'll kind of run through these real quickly. So if we go back to the active skill, 40% increased damage is huge. Again, like I said, it is going to be boosting the skill damage of a secondary commander if they are behind them. This is something where I see value for the open field, because you're not really using Chandra as a primary commander in the current rally meta. It is XY Chandra, but even still, this is still very nice, even if he is a secondary commander. And Chandra is just going to kind of rage engine and really reduce your rage. So this 40% is proccing more often. That's one of the key things I like about this. Second skill, again, damage taken reduction. Although it's conditional, I still love it. Perfect for a rally situation or if you're swarming. The 20% health is something that really kind of put me onto him, just to give a little bit extra tank to my cav units in the field, which they kind of really drastically need. And then also this exhaust and the health and defense reduction, I really love. This is going to stack with that of like an XY or even like an Ethelflaed if you have in the field, because their debuffs are coming from their active skill, whereas this is a passive skill debuff. So that means that it will stack with the active skills of XY, of Ramses, of, you know, anyone who's debuffing, or anyone who's debuffing with their active skill. Fourth skill I really like as well, again, mostly for open field purposes. So okay, yes, so this fourth skill I really love for open field as well, and people might call me crazy, but I honestly was just looking for another cav commander to bring into the field to hide my goddamn Genghis Khan, because I tried to run around with him in our last KVK before I got Chandra unlocked, and it was not pretty. He still gets targeted very heavily. I did notice that obviously I'm not getting targeted nearly as much with Genghis Khan as a secondary, and I'm using Chandra up front, but the trades honestly weren't too bad either. And part of my reason for pairing them up together is because of this fourth skill, because once that skill procs, if you're in battle, you're getting minus 25% from Genghis Khan. With this, once you proc it, you're getting that 25% back. And if you usually, when you're fighting in the field, you're going to want to proc your active skill and then you pull back a little bit. So you're kind of doing this poking, proc your skill, pull back, because by the time you proc that skill, that's 10 seconds in battle. Someone's going to be locking onto you and trying to swarm you down. So that's where their synergy kind of lies. And also on top of that, you're getting 40% from Chandra, and then you're going to get another 30% from Khan. This is a really nice combo if you are just poking out of your city for like cav players. Like, you're going to almost always going to be over 70% for that first skill cycle, and you should be pouring on some pretty dope amount of damage onto those enemy targets. So that's a nice little option if you are ever in the situation where you do need to city poke, because usually that's not the skills, again, they're a little bit more utility. I feel like he does really kind of bring this sense of like a support role for a cavalry commander, although he's a skill damage one. but it does seem like he has like a decent amount of utility, and you can kind of work him in different ways. If you are a rally leader, I would say then absolutely yes, then this is a commander that you should probably be saving your sculptures for. But I would say for like the everyday player, I'm really not sure if Chandra is there on an investment standpoint. I want to give him maybe like 1 thumb up for Season of Conquest worthy. Actually, you know what? No, we'll scratch that. So for Chandra, obviously anyone who's a rally leader is going to need to invest into this guy because XY Chandra is prevalent in the rally meta at the moment. But we do have new CAV commanders coming very soon. So honestly, if you're thinking about investing into CAV commanders, if you're anybody right now, just wait. Don't invest in anybody right now. The only thing you should be doing is spinning the wheels. Don't invest in anyone right now because we don't know what these new CAV commanders are going to be like. So please take this video with a grain of salt now. So don't invest into any CAV commanders, but please still watch this video. So I would give Chandragupta like maybe a 1.5 thumb up for Season of Conquest worthy. I've only really got to use him in the open field a little bit, but the trades really haven't been that bad. My priority on me has been much less from running Genghis Khan primary, so I'm already seeing a lot of benefits, and I do have XY max as well. So I mean, if you do have an XY, then it incentivizes you a little bit more to have Chandra. I honestly like the investment so far. If I saw a city with a Zenobia in it, I couldn't really throw my Attila at it, but now I can throw an XY Chandra and I can have some confidence. So I give Chandra a 1.5. I think he's got some really nice utilities that go for him. He does a decent amount of damage. The trades on the open field aren't bad whatsoever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll leave you guys with that. We're going to continue our commander overview series. We're going to finish out these MGE commanders and give you the priorities on how you should invest in them. Besides the cavalry units, we're going to wait for the new ones to come out. Don't invest in cavalry units, guys, just wait. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider slapping a like on it and subscribing down below. It's all totally free, and you can change your mind later if you don't like me, but that would make me sad, so please don't do that. And leave a comment down below. Let's get that YouTube algorithm working for the channel, and I'm out. Have a good one, guys. Peace.